What's up guys, my name is Spartan, and in today's video I'm going to be basically telling you guys some of the biggest mistakes that I feel like I made with my personal account. So this is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video, maybe a little bit shorter. I don't know, we'll see how it all shakes out. But more or less, I'm just going to be kind of going through a couple of the biggest regrets that I have with my account, things that I think may have actually kind of hindered my progress. And let me know if you guys kind of enjoyed this sort of type of video. And if you do, I'm definitely going to try to do more of these in the future. But yeah. And before I actually get started with the video, I'd just like to do a quick little shout out to the Discord server. We are very close to 800 total members. So it's been really cool just watching this community kind of grow and develop. And if you'd like to become a part of this community that we're building, feel free to check out the link down in the video description. And yeah, feel free to reach out to me if you ever see me talking in like the voice channels or anything like that. And yeah, let's go ahead and go back on to the tower. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna be straight up with you. So let me preface this video by saying I've definitely made a lot more than just 3 mistakes, but I'm gonna basically put out 3 in this video that I think probably hindered my progression more than anything else. So hopefully maybe this can provide some value to you guys so that maybe you don't make some of the similar mistakes that I made. But the very first mistake that I made, and I actually mentioned it during the interview that I did with Crowbar Zero, and that is actually focusing too heavily on modules early on. So what I'm talking about is very, very early on, as soon as I unlocked modules, I pretty much just wanted to get modules because, ooh, they're shiny and they look cool and the galaxy compressor. But what I ended up discovering later on was that because I had focused so heavily on modules, I ended up really neglecting my cards. My cards were all terribly leveled. My actual card slots, I think I maybe had 10, which was really barely enough to kind of do the stuff I wanted to do for farming, let alone tournament runs. And what's crazy is there are some people that started at similar dates as me who did the opposite of what I did and still somehow have ancestral modules already. So that just kind of goes to show you one thing that I really regret is focusing too heavily early on modules. Because I think I would have gotten a lot more value from getting more card slots, from upgrading some of these levels, like the coins card, the enemy balance card, different things like that. That definitely would have helped me more in the short term than just getting modules. Because, as I've mentioned in previous videos, cards are basically a guarantee. If you buy a card, you're gonna get a level in a card. You're gonna unlock new cards. It's a guaranteed thing. If you buy a card slot, you are guaranteed to get a card slot. And they're not cheap, as you can see. Versus modules, where, modules are a lot more, I guess, of a risk. You only have a 2.5% chance of pulling an epic module. And the epic modules, obviously, being the ones that have unique effects. I feel like I would have been better off, honestly, just merging, some of these rare pluses and getting myself a legendary, even without a unique effect, just for the coin multipliers or something like that. I would have been much better off doing that rather than literally just trying to pull as many modules as humanly possible. But yeah, one thing that I've heard that some people do, and I think this is actually a pretty interesting idea, is they will basically save up their gems, right? Which I get it. It's hard to do. I've struggled with it since I started playing this game. But one thing that a lot of people have done that has worked for an overall pretty well-balanced approach to their gem spending is actually going based off of the events. So if you have a mission like the buy 80 cards mission, you buy 80 cards and then don't buy any more until the next mission. Occasionally you will see something like an obtain modules mission, and then in that case those individuals will obtain the modules, max out that event mission, and then start saving more gems. This is really good. This allows you to basically save up for card slots, which are very, very important, while also still getting a decently balanced approach between cards and modules in terms of progressing. Versus what I did, which is basically as soon as I unlocked modules, I just went all in trying to get the flashy, cool looking modules. And yeah, anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's definitely something that I feel like really screwed me over early on. And now let's go ahead and move on to the second biggest mistake that I think I did pretty early on, was actually overthinking every single aspect of the game. Whenever I first started playing, I was only playing on my phone, right? So I didn't have LD player. I wasn't really like using emulators and, doing stuff like that. So I would have to do all of my farming runs on my phone. And if I ever wanted to talk to people on Discord or something and try to do research, look up guides, watch YouTube videos, etc., all of that was stuff that was taking me away from actually just playing the game. And I think that I lost a lot of progress by just doing so much research, trying to literally micro every single little aspect of this game, when in reality, I probably would have been better off just playing the game. You know what I mean? There's a very fine line between doing research, staying informed, trying to make sure that you're on the right path, what you believe is the right path, I should say, and basically just not even playing the game because you're too paranoid, making sure that you're optimized in every single possible metric. So I would just encourage you guys, if you're, playing the game, trying to learn, that's absolutely great, but don't overdo it to the point where you're not even farming, you're not even doing your tournaments, etc. Because at that point, it doesn't even matter that you've been spending 40 hours watching YouTube videos and looking at written guides. It doesn't even matter if you're not actually playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I did very, very early on, just literally trying to figure out every aspect of this game. What can get me to end game as quickly as possible. And it got to a point where it honestly just made the game not even fun. And I honestly kind of considered just ditching it altogether because of how much I was overthinking it. So I would just encourage you guys, play the game, have a good time. It's a freaking game. We're supposed to be having fun. You know what I'm saying? And that is actually going to bring me on to my third and final point for this video. My third biggest regret is not getting involved with the tower community until way later into it. So whenever I first started the game, I would go to this. I saw that they had a Discord server, but I think I played my first 2 or 3 months without even joining the Discord server. And that was a huge, huge setback for me. Because as you know, from both the main tower Discord server, from my Discord server, a lot of people have these servers, right? And there's different types of players from all sort of different stages of the game, early, mid, late, end. And there's a lot of information that can be found from talking to people, simply just messaging and talking to people. And I really regret not doing that early on because I made a lot of really small, stupid mistakes that could have been prevented had I just got over my stage fright and basically just started talking to people. And the tower community is literally probably one of the most supportive communities out of any sort of game that I've ever played. And I'm coming from a League of Legends background, right? Where everybody is pissed off 24/7. Nobody's having a good time. So going from that to the tower where people are yeah, I actually want to help you out because I was there and we're all nerds and care about this game. It's a really, really cool thing, The community is just such a cool aspect. And it really just makes me mad that it took me 2.5 or 3 months to actually start interacting with the tower community. So if you guys are currently not active in the tower community, there's a couple ways you can be. First, keep doing what you're doing. Keep watching YouTube videos, keep engaging with the content creators, ask questions, do stuff like that. There's people in my YouTube comments that, they will reply to people that are asking questions and stuff, and because we all have the mindset of helping each other out. So that's the first thing. YouTube's a very great resource. The second thing I will say is the main tower Discord. So you can get it from the game right here. You just hit the Discord button and it will take you to the main tower Discord server. There's a lot of resources there that you can find. There's written guides, there's different text channels based on different strategies where you can ask questions and whatnot. and just overall grow your knowledge of the game. And the third and final resource, and arguably the one that you should consider the most, you guys already saw it coming. It is the Spartan's Tower Discord server. So we've got all sorts of stuff in here. We've got player questions where people can ask their questions about the game and get responses from, players of all different stages. There are voice channels, which are generally pretty active. I know that they're not right now when I'm recording this video because that's the way that this works, but generally speaking, there's usually somebody in here, and they're more than willing to help you. And also, there's a useful links where we have all sorts of infographics, tower resources, both official and unofficial. There's a whole bunch of official tower resources and just different things that can help guide you throughout your progression. And if you would like to join the Discord server, I will leave the link down in the video description, kind of towards the bottom. So feel free to go check that out if you'd like to join our community that we're building. And yeah, but anyway, guys, that is actually going to conclude today's video. But I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that some of these tips were valuable for you, because I know that I definitely regret doing a lot of the things I've done in this game. And just to summarize kind of everything we talked about, number one, join the community. The community is a great place with a lot of really good people that want to see your tower succeed as well as their own. So that's number one. Number two, don't overthink the game. At the end of the day, this is a game. And although, sure, maybe some paths, some certain upgrades, some strategies may be more efficient for certain things, but at the end of the day, just play the game. Enjoy the game. It's supposed to be fun. And last but not least, don't spend all of your gems on modules if your cards are not in a good spot. Just please, be better than me. Be better than me. Do what I couldn't. But yeah, that is going to wrap up today's video, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, maybe consider liking the video, subscribing, doing all the YouTube stuff, and drop a comment and let me know what you think your biggest mistake is that you've done on your account. What do you regret doing or not doing? Just let me know. I'm just curious. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and like always, I will see you guys later.